All right, I got a quick training video for you on how to get a domain name and how to redirect that domain to any other website. That could be to your replicated link where you're going to have people join with you as a customer. It could be to a specific product. It could be to your main page. It could be to a Zoom link. A lot of you have Zoom rooms and you want to set up a domain name that can redirect to a Zoom room. Like we know Tina does that with her Zoom, and a lot of other people are doing Zoom rooms. And so let me show you exactly how to forward a domain name. Now, there are some things you need to be aware of. There is a wrong way to do this. I'm going to show you what not to do. I'm going to show you the right way to do it. Now, I want to just quickly address why it's so important that you do get a domain name. It's very simple. To eliminate the possibility for you to lose sales, to have someone go to your link to order products from you or to join with you and they end up joining with someone else. Oh no. How could that happen? Well, if you're giving someone a replicated link, for example, tranat.com/your username, and let's say that you give that to someone over the phone. Let's say that you put it on a business card. Guess what? If they go and they type in your website into Google, even if they put it in right, they could easily end up on the wrong link and they're going to have the wrong sponsor. And then you have to go through the process of trying to fix that. Or if you have it on a business card, your website, and they go to the wrong link, you may not even ever know that you just lost a sale. So in my opinion, you don't ever want to put your tranat.com/username link anywhere, in my opinion, okay? The only place where it could be okay is where they can just click on it. For example, if you're gonna put a link in your bio on Facebook or Instagram and that link is clickable and they just click on that, then it goes right to your page, that could work. That's okay because there's no room for error. However, again, if they were to write it down or they try to go to it later and they type it in, now you have the possibility of them ending up on Google and joining with someone else. So that's why I personally don't recommend using this link like this, that you should get a domain name. It's super cheap. I'm going to show you how to do it. And then you would just redirect your domain to your replicated site or to the product or to your Zoom link. Or anything like that. So let me show you how it works. So first of all, where do you get a domain? Well, you've probably heard of GoDaddy. GoDaddy is the #1 domain seller in the world. I've used for like 10 years this site, officialdomaincenter.com. It's actually a sister site of GoDaddy. So all of what I'm going to be teaching you and showing you how to do this is going to be inside of this domain center, officialdomaincenter.com. Now, GoDaddy is very similar. So if you've already got domains with GoDaddy, what I'm going to be teaching you in this training will work. It should be very similar in the back office. If you do not yet have a domain, then I recommend using officialdomaincenter.com so that it is super simple when you're going through the process of redirecting your domain to your website. Now, very quickly, the process of getting a domain and trying to figure one out. What domain are you going to buy? Let me give you a couple tips here. My rule of thumb is to always get .com. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's just a pet peeve of mine. There's like a ton of other .extensions, .net, .info, .org, and a million others. Those can lead to confusion. And if somebody forgets to put whatever and they put .com instead, now you're losing traffic and losing sales. So if at all possible, get a .com. Now I'm just going to show you some of the domains. This is one of my domain folders that I have inside of Official Domain Center. You can set up folders to organize your domains. These are the domains that I'm using for Tranat. And you can see that, some of them are like Join the Parkers. And if somebody were to go to jointheparkers.com, let's just it says go to the links. We're going to click on that. And you'll see it will redirect automatically to our enrollment page. And it says you are signing up with Kathy and Aaron Parker. That is our redirect. And you can see in the address bar here, where did it actually redirect to? So let's look at how that works. Now, this particular redirect is going to a specific bundle. I'm actually redirecting them to the enrollment to become an associate with a platinum bundle. But I also have Work with Aaron. And so if we go to workwithaaron.com, we're going to highlight that and just click on go to workwithaaron.com. So I'm giving you some ideas of different domains that you can get as well, by the way. You'll see this one goes to a link from the app. So the Tranat Go mobile app on your cell phone has links that you can use to send to prospects. I've taken that link from the Tranat app and I have put that in as a redirect with my domain name, workwithaaron.com. Okay, Work with Aaron goes here. Now, this is actually really cool because this page within the Tranat Go app has some pretty cool features. One, it's got a little picture here that you can upload. It has the ability for them to call or email you. They can click on learn more. They can order. And so you can see there's also want to get more information. If they click on this, it goes to a contact page. How cool is this? And they can fill out the form. And as soon as they fill out this form, that information is sent to you. They can also click right here on order, and that is going to take them to your order page for them to join. So if you want to know how to find this page, I'm not going to cover that in this video. You just have to go into your Tranat Go app and look for the different links to send to prospects. And I took that link and here's where I put it. And this is actually where you do your forwards inside of your domain center. You simply click on the box next to the domain. You're then going to go over here to forward, and when you click on forward, it's going to open up your domain forward. Now here's a couple things that I want you to be aware of. Do not do masking. That's the one big mistake that people will make. So anywhere in your domain back office where you have your domain, when you see the option for masking, don't do that one. Why? Because it can break the website. When you mask the domain, sometimes on some computers, it may work fine for you, but other people pull up your domain, and if you have masking turned on, it could break the link, and it may not give you credit for the sale. Okay, you just gotta trust me on that. So what do you do instead? You do a permanent. Okay, you could do temporary. Not sure there's really no difference here. I always just do permanent. I think that looks better in the search engines to potentially bring more traffic to you. But just don't do masking, whatever you do. So here's the domain, okay? This is a weird link. You can see that. This is from the Tranat Go app. And all I did was paste that right here and then hit continue. Now, if we look at join the Parkers, let's click here. We're going to go to forward. You're going to see this one. It looks very different. It's got Tranat.com, enrollment, share. It's got our username, and then it's got the bundle ID. Now, if you're not sure how to get a specific link to a bundle, it's very simple. You simply go to the website, you go to enrollment bundles, and when you see, now you need to be logged in to your account, which would be up here. You'll see your initials in this little black circle. Then you'll be able to click share. When you click share, you see it just said link copied. So now the link to this platinum bundle with you as the enroller is copied to your clipboard. So now when you go back to your domain and you go to forward, if we paste that right here, bam, you'll see it just pasted the full link with everything in there so that when somebody goes to your domain, in this case it's jointheparkers.com, it is going to have you as the enroller for this particular bundle. Now, we do have an exciting new product that is about to launch here in March, and so I did get some domains to prepare for that launch for our product Activate. And you can see some of the domains, metabolichealthsystem.com. That's a pretty sweet one. thedailyhealthsystem.com. Transformwithactivate.com. Now, if somebody's asking, well, are you allowed to use these names in your domain? From my understanding, the only thing you cannot use in your domain name is the word Tranat, because Tranat is the company, and you cannot say Tranat in your domain name. So keep that in mind. But there is no trademark or restriction on having a domain name that says the product. Like, for example, the word transform. Nobody owns the word transform. Tranat does not own the word transform. Transform is just a word. Same thing with activate. Activate is just a word. Product names are not under restriction. Those are just words. Just make sure you don't use the word Tranat in your domain name. So when you go to do your search, let me just show you what this looks like. Okay, we're gonna just do an example. By the way, when you're typing your domain, you can put spaces if you want. It'll remove them automatically. So we'll just put Get Healthy with Aaron, just as an example. Let's see what pops up. Okay, I'm gonna click search. And you can see here that this domain is available. Get Healthy with Aaron. So just giving you ideas. Okay, you could type in anything you want in the search to see if it is available. And if it says exact match and it says make it yours, that means that this domain is available for you to purchase. Now let's pull up one that is not going to be available and see what happens. Like for example, Get Transformed. Now why do I say that's not going to be available? Because typically something that is shorter is better, right? A shorter domain is always better than a longer domain. So keep that in mind. Less words is better. Something that is very generic and very easy to say usually is already taken because domains are bought like crazy. So something like Get Transform is probably already taken. Let's take a look. And by the way, it's also good not to do double letters like this. I think that's just sometimes could mess people up a little bit. Just keep that in mind. But you can see it is taken. So if the domain you're looking for is taken, what do? You just go back to the search and look for something else. You can also scroll down and you can see there's other variations. You'll see that if you put a dash, that may make the domain available. Remember, if you put a dash, people have to put the dash or it won't work, okay? You've also got .nets and .cos and .ai and .info, .biz. So there are a lot of other extensions that you can use. Let's try Activate Product, okay? Activate Product. Look, this is a premium domain. What does that mean? It means somebody already owns it and they're selling it because it is such a good domain. You can see how much it costs. So you may see that as well. Those are premium domains. But look, you can scroll down and you could get activateproduct.net for 20 bucks. Okay? Activate with a dash product.com, right? You've got activateproduct.info. So in my opinion, would you spend almost $800 for a domain when you could get basically the same thing with .info for much cheaper? I would probably go with the .info if that's the one that you really want. So I did say that my preference is to always get a .com, yes, but there could be exceptions. If you find a domain that is amazing and you're like, this is the one, this is what my domain needs to be, but .com is taken, then look for the others. Look for .net, look for, .info, .biz. I wouldn't recommend doing .store or, .miami. Those are just kind of weird, right? .club, .life, .live, because the more you're adding to it, the more chance that somebody's going to misspell it. And then again, you're losing traffic, losing sales. So keep it simple. I would recommend either if not a .com, I would go with .net, maybe .biz or .info. Those are usually the only other three that I will ever purchase if the domain is like, man, this one's amazing, this is the one. But .com was taken, go with info, biz, or net. But remember, the rule of thumb on domains is to make sure it's something that is easy to spell, shorter is better, less words is better, and not confusing. Like you can see some of these other domains I have, AaronParkerLive.com. That's a cool domain for, I think for my YouTube channel, or if I'm doing like a live training, boom, I could redirect from that domain. Obviously AaronParker.com. It's always good to get your name.com if it's available. I also have .biz. I have AaronandKathy.com, which could be, a great site that's just about Kathy and I. But this is the domain that we use for our Zoom redirects. So let me show you how that works. I had some people ask, well, how do you take your Zoom account and link it to a domain? So it's easy for people to get access to your Zoom room. First of all, when you log into Zoom, you're going to go to your personal room and it's going to pull up your invite link. Okay. Now I personally went to here, I clicked on edit, and I removed the passcode. I don't need to put a passcode because I have the waiting room turned on. So I would keep waiting room turned on. That means people can't get in until you click to accept them when you're in the Zoom room. But passcode is kind of irrelevant at that point. It just adds another layer of complexity. So you can see here the link. Okay, I always recommend clicking right here. It says copy the link. So I'm going to click copy the link. And then when you go to your domain, again, you're going to go down here and click on forward. And then you can see that the Zoom link is pasted right here. So that is how simple it is to redirect your domain to your Zoom room. And so now anytime we want to connect with someone on Zoom, it could be for a welcome call, could be with meeting with a prospect, could be for a presentation, whatever it may be. All we have to do is say, go to aaronandkathy.com, boom, takes them right to Zoom. Now, we do have a new product that is launching in March, and this is our Activate product. So how would you do a domain and have it link directly to a new product or to any product? I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, as of this recording, we don't yet have our microsite or our link to enroll people to purchase the kit in order to get the new product Activate. But the process is going to be the same. So once you get your microsite URL or your link to be able to refer people to purchase Activate, you would just take that link and you go into your domain account and the same process. You click on forward and you paste it in there. Now, currently on the site, the way that you would link to a specific product is you first have to be logged in. So when you go to Tranat.com, go to the top right, log in, you'll see your initials up here in this little circle that tells you that you're logged in. You then click on a particular product and then you go right here and you click share. So if I click share, watch what happens. Link copied and ready to share. So now that link to this page is copied to the clipboard. And so for example, if I go up here to the address bar and I click paste, look at the link, there it is, bam. And so it automatically has your username in the link. And so let's say that I had a page to promote Transform. You could take this URL and you could connect that to your domain that would, boom, take people right to the Transform product page with you as the enroller. So same process with the Activate product and the microsite. Once that becomes available, you could do the same thing with your domain name. All right, so I think I've covered the basics on why you should have a domain name and the right and wrong, different suggestions for getting your domain, how to use it, how to forward it to any website of your choice. But after watching this training, if you got some value, drop a like, drop a comment, share this with your team so they can learn this as well. And if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer any questions that come in as well right here on this video. And lastly, I will be doing a lot of additional training videos to help you with your business. So be sure to subscribe to this channel, click the bell to turn notifications on so that you're notified when we put out new training videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.